Welcome back to the channel. This is Trent from TP Surveillance, and in today's video we're going to be going over some of the settings on your computer or your laptop, which is kind of the same as the mobile device, but it might be a little different. So of course we're going to use the back camera, and as you can see over here, this is the only one that I have active on this. All the rest of them are graded out. So we're going to click on the little config button. All right, and so now we are in. As you can see, this is pretty much just a display. So camera name, date, watermark. If you turn this on, it'll be like a little Reolink watermark. Anti-flicker, I mean, you can leave this off or you can put it on 60 hertz. So we'll just put it on 60 hertz. That just help with flickering, or if your camera is doing something it don't have any business. Day and night auto mode, color black and white, normally keep it on auto. Privacy mask for like in something like that, and you can prevent footage from being saved. So if I wanted to do that, you can just draw arrows and that area will be blocked out, and you can just hit save if you wanted to do that. But since we don't need that, I'll just back out. Okay, we go to stream resolution. This is where you can change the resolution, frame rates, bit rates, all that. Your low resolution, you can change that if your camera has that. All you gotta do is click on the config button, it takes you to it. Your max bit rate, things like that. I normally have my cameras, you have auto, constant, and gradual. I normally have mine on constant. It gives you a little bit better quality, but you can put it on gradual if you have fast moving objects and you see that it's not picking up the recordings good. You can put it on gradual, but I normally leave mine on constant. I have no problem with that. All right, so the next one, smart detections. We go into here. Whenever you have this motion mark, which is in beta, if I was to turn this on, and then whenever you have your quality on clear, it will put like the little box around if it sees a person, a vehicle, anything like that. So that's what that's for. I normally turn that off. Sensitivity is where how you get notified. I keep mine on high, but you can drop it down to whatever. Like if you're getting a lot of false notifications, or you get notifications from too far out and you don't want it doing that, just keep it on high. Smart detections is pretty much asking you, like if you move your cursor on each one person, vehicle, pets, it gives you like a little quick description, and it'll say like, well, I got mine for person at 33. Camera at low sensitivity detects moving objects that closely resemble people. What that means is, depending on what the area you have your camera, if you just want it to be more accurate and you don't want to get a little bit more false alerts, you can trim this down. So it would only detect if it's a person. But if you feel like it's missing people, you can move it up. Like you can take it up until you feel comfortable where it's giving you the best accuracy. Same with vehicles, same with pets. So as you can see on mine, this is a 180 camera. I have mine on 33 and it works pretty good. I haven't had nobody come by or pass by at night. Maybe I try it and we'll come back another video to see how good it works, but it'll still pick up because this back area is not that big. Okay, so we go down to lights. It shows you your spotlight detections. So you have close, which it won't come on. Timer mode, where you can set a time for it to come on. Maybe you don't want it. Maybe you want it on all night. You can set a timer from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, and the light will stay on, and you can adjust it on how you want it, bright, high, mid, or low. So that is your preference. But the one I use is night smart mode, which it comes on once it sees a person or an animal. And you have these options right here: person, vehicle, animal. So since it's in the backyard and I don't want it going off for cars coming in, maybe if you have one in your driveway and you want a little light, you can turn this on and set parameters where it'll only come on when it hits that area. So that's pretty much it for that. Sound, most 90% of Reolink cameras, I say 99% of Reolink cameras have where you can record auto. There's a lot of cameras you can buy from Costco or somewhere else, or the cheap ones on Amazon, and they don't have audio on them. But almost all Reolink cameras record audio. Just be mindful, if you are an installer and you putting these in businesses, you need to let the business know that depending on your state, they need to put a sign up saying that you're being recorded, audio recording, because in some states, like where I'm at in Alabama, you can't just record people. They need to know that they being recorded. So be mindful of that. And then the next one is basically just info. It's just showing you your camera model. What you see this UID at, that would be your number for, let's just say you want to send this to a family member. They can put in this UID number and you can give them your password, or you can create them a password and a username for them to view the cameras, and they will be able to get this same app on their phone. You can do it on your phone or the computer also, and they'll be able to get the same information without having to come to the house for you. So that's a quick one. And user management. If you want to add a user, what you would do is add user type, either administrator, which can change settings, or you just want a user, which somebody just can look at it and turn off notifications just for their phones. It won't interfere with yours. It'll be just for them. So you'll be using user. You will type in a username. You will type in a password, and then you will confirm that password. And once you hit save, then all you got to do is give that family member that UID number that I was talking about earlier, and then they will put in a UID number, which will pick up that system, and then it will ask for that password that you created for them. Once they put that password in, then they will be able to look at the system also. I got mine graded out because I don't want to get nobody that. So now next we'll go to surveillance. And then here you have recording, emails, FTP. Basically what that is if you have a NAS and you don't have an MVR and you already got your NAS, you can send your recordings to that. You have a siren where you can set up for it to make the siren go off. Push notifications where you can set this up for your push notifications for your phone. And as you can see, is enabled. Overwrite recordings, the only thing that is when it reaches its capacity in recording, instead of it stopping and not recording no more, it overwrites the beginning of your recordings. So if you install your camera on the 15th and it has 2 weeks, 3 weeks of recordings, the day you started would be the day it starts deleting and going back over. So you have pre-recordings. When you turn this on, it will record maybe 8 seconds, 5 seconds beforehand. Post motion recording is when you just have it set for just motion. You can set it for it to record 15 seconds after the motion stops, 30 seconds, 1 minute, your preference. I keep mine on 15 seconds because, like I said, I do 24/7 recording. So now we go to schedule. As you can see, mine is in person, pet, and I have it in alarm. So basically what it means is in alarm mode, if you have a person, if you have a pet, it's going to record and it's going recorded directly to your system. So if you want to put vehicle on here, you can add vehicle if your cameras have that. So you can see vehicle, any motion. Some people use any motion to save storage and not use 24/7, but any motion meaning raining and all that. So it's still gonna record. So your best bet is just go ahead and use 24/7 so you won't miss anything. Next one would be timer, which will be 24/7. Now the reason why I don't have mine's in 24/7, if you watch my last video, you know that my cameras are not connected to an NVR. They're just IP cameras just connected to a PoE switch. So this camera only has, if I go to storage, it only has a 60 gigabyte micro SD card in it. But if you saw my video last week or the week before, I can't remember, it is connected to a NVR, which is this one that's graded out that says Perkinhouse. That one is recording 24/7 with a 2 terabyte drive in it. So basically this is, if the NVR go out, I still get detections through my memory card. Vice versa, if the memory card go out, I get recordings through the NVR. And so we back out. And that's pretty much it for this video. Just showing you those quick settings. That's how you'll do it if you want to set it up from your computer instead of doing it from your mobile phone. The next video, I got a job that I got to do, so I might be showing you all the new professional grade system that they have out. You can also get it for your house if you want it also, but you'll have to find somebody that has a business, or that you just can't go to the website and buy it if you're just a regular customer. So I will show you that, and I will show you some of the features of that, and probably show some of the installation and everything too, so you can see how I will set up an NVR and different things like that, so you can get that idea too. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, just let me know, and I will get a video out for that. Anything that you having a hard time figuring out, just reach out to me. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.